Hello everybody and welcome back to the Awesome Goalkeeper. Today we're episode 2 of PES 2021 Leicester Career Mode. As you can see, Watford, Norwich and Bournemouth went up, with a couple of others unfortunately going down, meaning that we would have a very different sort of Premier League table this year. Obviously the aim was to obviously get Champions League football. This is our new kit as well, and we signed this man. I believe this is Carlos Soler. Our first signing, 83 rated it is, from Valencia, I think I'd like to say. About 20 odd million. You don't really see much of him, to be fair, in this episode. Now I signed Atal to be my new right back. Atal to be my new right back, because I sold all my right backs. I then also signed Dani Ceballos from Real Madrid to drop into that centre mid spot as well, meaning I had 4 centre mids. I didn't really think it through, but unfortunately it was this signing that meant Carlos Soler wouldn't really get any sort of game time. And into our first game against Sporting Lisbon, and it was a very nice finish into the back of the net, and then Jamie Vardy with the shot, bang, absolutely solid finish. Then it was Vardy again, running down, crossing it in, and it was James Maddison that could sweep it underneath the goalkeeper. Although Sporting Lisbon were able to get one back at Schmeichel's near post, he should have done better. But anyway, we moved into the first game of the Premier League season, this one being against Fulham, and Mitrovic hit the post and in. We'll bounce back. Basically, we were being told that we needed to win that opening game and that we're being taken the mick out of. Yuri obviously moved Arsenal there, but basically we just need to get some games in. So I became the national manager of England, and I scored to make it 1-0 against Italy. But in the 87th minute, they scored, edge of the box, bottom corner, a real shame. We then faced Wolves, who we knew would be a threat this season, considering how well they did last year. And I was expecting a much tougher game than they put out, and I found the back of the net twice, although they did get a through ball and smack one past Kasper Schmeichel. And in the 92nd minute, top bins, Raul Jimenez ruins our win. We was in some bad form at the start of this season, and we could really see, because we were getting lots of negative sorts of cutscenes and news articles written about us. But that was a superb finish. And Tielemans, bang. I mean, that is one of the best goals that you're probably going to see on PES. I mean, look at that. Swerving past the keeper and into the back of the net. Solid finish from Tielemans. And Leeds we then faced. They managed to win 2-0 against us. That wasn't very good, although we did move against Schalke, and that was a very nice header, near post. It was a looping one. This is just a replay. I mean, look at how that dips, just underneath the crossbar, but still overneath the goalkeeper. Over the goalkeeper. Then we shot it at the near post to make it 2-0, meaning we did win that. Manchester City then scored to make it 1-0, and they scored to make it 2. As you can see, we were going to do some very negative performances. Now, I was being told here, this was only in September or October time. I needed to win this game. Thankfully for me, it wasn't against Liverpool or anybody. It was actually against Swansea in the equivalent of the FA Cup, where we could find the back of the net, and we won that game 1-0. Then we faced Juve, and Paulo Dybala from the free kick, top bins, absolutely smashes that. Very unfortunate. Then Juventus whip it out wide. I was still terrified whether losing this game would cost me my job again, and they did make it too. We did get the win, even though we didn't beat Juve, so I don't know why this cutscene came after the Juventus loss, 2-0 loss. We then faced Watford, and what a finish. Some of these goals that we're conceding and then losing, we ended up losing that 1-0. And then we only just beat Bournemouth. It's absolutely ridiculous. We then faced Juventus at the Allianz Stadium. And that ended 0-0. It wasn't really a very entertaining game. And you can see Tielemans walking off in our relatively alright away kit. Then we faced Newcastle. And of course they scored, because that's all the AI were doing. All they were doing was scoring. We then played it into Barbosa, who slots that in. Very nice finish. I mean, look at this, near post, top bins. bang. The keeper is not saving that. That is an elite finish. But then Newcastle decided that it would be fun to go up and score again, in which they do. And we decided that we were going to apply to that with another one, and we got a 2-2 draw. We then faced Chelsea, Timo Werner at the near post. We then got a nice through ball into Barbosa. It eventually did get to him, and he had the shot, and it went past Kepa Arrizabalaga, and we drew that game 1-1. Barbosa against Everton. Now, these guys were actually a massive team for us. We were always fighting to have those top spots. For some reason, I thought this goal was so good, I played it twice. Don't really know why. We then played against West Ham. My controller died, but I managed to turn it on and finish 4 seconds from the final whistle. And Kelechi Iheanacho jumps into the crowd. Everybody is going absolutely wild. We then faced Arsenal at the Emirates, and what a finish from Jamie Vardy. I mean, that is insane, considering he's being taken out as he's taken the shot. Barbosa slots it in to make it 2. Oh, no, this is Aston Villa, sorry, not Arsenal. But they do make it 2-1, and I was scared they were going to come back, although we can make it 3. And that was pretty obviously going to win. We then faced Liverpool with another 0-0 draw. That's our second of the season so far. And against Southampton, found the back of the net. I really thought that we were going to win this game against Southampton, especially after getting the first goal. But for some reason, it was like the weirdest goal, because it's sort of like he opened himself up for the shot, he cut back inside, then out again. And they made it 2-1, 1 second from time. Southampton won it. We then faced Tottenham Hotspur and slotted that in on the bottom right-hand corner. And in the 77th minute, they smashed it in. Workhouse, I don't even know why I got that. I can't even remember. We then faced Burnley, 73rd minute. All these goals are really late. Now, we're moving into sort of the midpoint of the season, and we decided that we're going to have to go for top 7, which was pretty obvious in my opinion, because we weren't picking up the results that were necessary. We then scored to make it 2-0 against Fulham with Gabriel Barbosa. Moving on, we played Wolves, this one being in the FA Cup equivalent, the English Cup, and Jamie Vardy made it 2, although Wolves did get back into the game, making it 2-1. Our first signing of January, Jonathan Tah from Leverkusen. The German league isn't in PES, but Leverkusen is. And we were able to get in our new starting centre-back. Lindelof was ageing and dropping down an overall. And Jamie Vardy against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace will be the ones crying, because their acronym is CRY. So why don't you guys cry? A 2-0 loss. Then Tielemans to flex, and then the volley. That was a 1-0 win, and then we faced Newcastle. I believe this was Newcastle, or it was Norwich. This one was Norwich. I recognised the kit, actually, because I made this one. And we made it 2-0, I recognise that kit. We've placed Norwich, and we won, which was pretty obvious, to be fair. It is against Norwich. We then made a new signing from Brighton, and this was how close we came to scoring against Manchester City. I mean, that was ridiculous, like how slow it hit the post. Although they do go and score a header in the 87th minute, and they score. We then faced Manchester. Oh, this was our first goal against Man City. I apologise about that. I played the goals in the wrong order. Right, next we faced Leeds. Give me your opinion on this, because it's gone down as a red card. A straight red for Barbosa, and it injured Alvarado. Now, I don't think it was that bad a tackle. I can't remember if I show the replay, but I'll probably do here. It wasn't that bad a tackle. It's not a straight red. It shouldn't get injured from that, in my opinion. It's not a straight red at all. So that is quite a shame that we did get a 3-match ban for Barbosa because of that. And then we gave away a penalty. Thankfully, we didn't get a second red, but we gave away a penalty to Watford, and I was not happy about that at all. Tagliafico, our captain, only picking up a yellow card. And then it came to the penalty. It was all down to Kasper Schmeichel. Could he make the save? Of course he could. Now, as you can see, our form is picked up as we faced Liverpool and found the back of the net again and again in this clip. And you can see it picked up. basically, I don't know why. Oh, we hit the post. We hit the crossbar there. That should definitely have gone in. I don't know why, but yeah, like the lineup kept changing every single game, even when I edited it myself. So it was very annoying. But I managed to figure out how to make that back to normal, meaning I could play the 11 that I actually wanted to play, and it wasn't down to the game which 11 would play. But Liverpool were able to find one in the 79th minute, 78th minute. We do dispossess Van Dijk and make it 4-1, and they hammered us. We hammered them. 4-2 win. I mean, I'll take that, especially against Liverpool. I'm quite happy with that, meaning that we went through to the semis or the final. I can't remember which one it was, but that was a save from Schmeichel. The swerve on that really did him over. We then faced Leverkusen, who we signed Tar from, and we scored. And then we played the through ball into Jamie Vardy, slots that into the bottom left-hand corner. We then faced Chelsea, and Tammy Abraham finds the top corner. Then Ziyech whips it in, and their cross finds the bottom left corner. We do pull one back with Jamie Vardy, though, beating Kepa Balaga. And we whip one in the 63rd minute. At the near post, it's knocked in to make it 2-2. And I thought we completed the comeback, but Chelsea do make it 3-2, and then they proceed to make it 4-2, denying us any sort of chance at winning that game. It's an excellent volley from the edge of the box. It's a real shame. We then beat Leverkusen on the sim, and we faced West Ham in the final of the FA Cup, where we could bang that top bin 71st minute Jamie Vardy, and that ends up being the winner, and it sends us to face Arsenal in the FA Cup final. And then Tielemans slots it through, and an absolutely astonishing finish, making us lead into Milan. Now, Lautaro Martinez was through, and I had one choice. I had two decisions. Do I let him through and score, or take him out? I took him out, took one for the team. It's our second red card of the episode. And now this was not given as a pen, by the way. So Fofana comes in, takes out his own teammate, then takes out Lautaro Martinez, and it's not given as a penalty. What do you guys think in the comments? Does he dive, or does he actually get taken out? Then Inter Milan do get the chip over Schmeichel, ended up winning the tie. Now this was at Wembley Stadium, connected by EE. It's not called Wembley Stadium, it's called Wembley connected by EE. They've got the licensing for the whole entire thing. And we were ready for this cup final. It was our first ever cup final as Leicester manager. This could be our first piece of silverware, and in the 43rd minute, of course it was a top corner strike. The pass from Gabriel Barbosa was inch perfect. Jamie Vardy, very, very edge of the box, on literally the line, smacks that into top bins. And in case we weren't knowing if we were going to win or not, we do. We make it 2-0 in the 87th and a half minute. Iheanacho, who's come on for Barbosa, and the scenes at Wembley are astonishing. Unfortunately, there is no trophy lift. I don't know why, but they put all the effort into celebrations, not celebrations of lifting the trophy, which is a little bit strange in my opinion. Like, they show all of this, but they don't actually show us lifting the England Cup, which is a bit of a shame, but I mean, what do you expect? They don't have the licensing for it. They're probably not going to go out their own way to make another trophy. We face Burnley, 85th minute, on the final day of the season. Jamie Vardy gives us the 3 points and celebrates with the fans. Of course he does. Of course he does. Jamie Vardy, the man of the moment. Like, literally, he's been incredible this episode. He really has. And that is what finished our Premier League season. Make sure all of you guys smash the like on this video, subscribe to the channel for more, and hit the notification bell so you know when the next Leicester City career will come up. We unfortunately finished 6th. We really could have pushed for 3rd this year, I think, and we do get a decent amount in Team of the Season. So yeah, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more, hit the notification bell so you know when the next Leicester video comes out, and I'll see you all in a bit. Goodbye.